So while I was gone for the weekend, there was a huge Minecraft YouTuber named Skeppy who got canceled on Twitter. He literally made a tweet that literally said this: "In today's vid, I will be beating a girl in Bed Wars." Now, before I give you my full opinion and more on this topic, I want to let you guys know we are doing giveaways on our Discord server. Just come and join. Link will be in the description. It'll be greatly appreciated. Now, this whole thing was literally going around Twitter, and there are tweets that read as such: "YouTubers and streamers have the easiest job in the world, and their one requirement is to be a decent human being, and it's still insanely difficult to a lot of them for some reason." The context here was Skeppy's tweet. "In today's video, I'll be beating a girl" is on par with "woman who belong in the kitchen, Burger King" of stupid tweets. And if you still support Skeppy, block him, please. Now, there was a lot more being said, and I wasn't able to snag all of them because I wasn't home, but there's a lot of this kind of stuff on my timeline, and I honestly think it's kind of wild. Obviously, this tweet was meant to be a joke, and I honestly hate how people try to take things and twist them to make them worse than they are. The whole point of it was the tweet was so wild that it was like, no way he actually said this. Then you click it, and then you get baited and realize it was in Bed Wars. So the whole thing was an obvious joke if you actually looked into it. The biggest thing that I hate the most is you'll see all these people canceling someone on Twitter, and Twitter acts like they should know how someone should act. It's almost like they have these set boundaries, and like when the content creator follows that step by step, they're fine, but whenever they go quirky and do something on their own, they go in a haze and they hate them to death. And it's honestly so against everything that everyone on Twitter feels like or says they're trying to accomplish. So you'll have this creator, Skeppy, who says a kinda out of pocket tweet that could be funny, but then you have another person that literally dumps their whole trauma life story on the quote retweets because they got offended by it. Like, next thing you know, I'm gonna make a joke about getting 0 bitches, and then I'm actually gonna trigger someone because they actually can't get any bitches, and then that's gonna be like, I'm gonna cancel this dude because it's giving me depression. It's like, it doesn't work like that. You can't do that. Now, obviously, what that tweet included could be very sensitive to a lot of people, but at the same time, we have Tommy in it over here who just turned 18, and now he's smoking and drinking and doing a ton of this stuff on stream, and the things he's doing could be associated with a lot of darkness and depression for a lot of people. And I mean, no one is calling it out. If anything, they're all making jokes and laughing about it, even though those could be super sensitive topics. I feel like there has to be a double standard here, because it doesn't make sense how on one hand the Twitter community could just straight out be mad about someone for a bad joke or sharing something overly sensitive, while on the other hand it's like laughed at and made fun of if it's the right person. Again though, at the end of the day, you got to realize these are jokes, and if you're any kind of fan of the creator, you understand these are jokes and you understand who the person is. Honestly, I feel like this is how Twitter works. There's just a random person who sees a problem and they're not even a fan of the content creator, and they decide to start spreading hate because they have nothing better to do with their lives. A lot of people just like to spread negativity and hate on others to make themselves feel better. Now, with this tweet being brought up, there was a lot of stuff that was coming up from his past, including where he said the F slur in a video from like a long time ago. And people, you got to realize it was a long time ago, and people do grow up and change, especially when they realize the kind of influence they do get. And if you can't understand that people grow up and change, that makes you just as ignorant as when he said the word and you're no better. Honestly, I think the whole thing is over exaggerated and a little stupid, but I understand why people can be upset. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye.